This is a topic that needs to be discussed among us as sneakerheads and amongst all of Americans in general. Stay tuned. YouTube, what is good? It's your boy JR, aka Soul in Tune, and I'm back. I got another vid for y'all today, man. I hope y'all are blessed. Hope y'all are safe. Hope y'all are prosperous on this beautiful day, man. Happy Memorial Weekend to everyone, man. Y'all chop it up, get y'all some barbecue and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Some grilled veggies if you're a vegetarian, whatever, man. Y'all just have a great weekend, man. But as always, man, I want to bring something to y'all attention. I'm going to bring a discussion topic to y'all, man. Fit G, the girl talks with TJ, man. She hit this on the head the other day, man. And it's something that we all need to talk about. As Americans, as sneakerheads, as consumers, we all need to talk about this because this is something that's going to affect us all, whether it be just on sneakers or just on imported goods. And what I'm talking about is the tariff that is being proposed and possibly could be passed. Now, I'm going to be talking about it as a sneaker perspective, but this will affect a lot of things coming from China as well, which a lot of imports do. A lot of clothing and manufactured goods come from that region. So if there's a tariff, that means there's going to be an increase in pricing and things like that. So there's already minor tariffs, but they're talking about increasing it, especially in the sneaker community for brands like Nike, Skechers, Under Armour, and things like that. They're talking about an additional 25%, which could equal up to about $7 billion in taxes. All right, $7 billion in taxes. And do you think that these companies are gonna foot that bill? I don't think so. That's gonna come back on us, and that's gonna increase prices. All right, so it's something that we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna get in a little more in depth to it from an article that I read. I will leave the link to the article in the description so you guys can read it for yourself and learn about these things, man. We need to spread the word and we need to talk about it, man, because this, you know what I'm saying? Some people, man, they struggle to buy shoes in general, let alone people like us who are sneakerheads and we buy shoes constantly. You know what I'm saying? I know people who buy a shoe every week. I know people who buy shoes 2 or 3 times a month. So, you know, and I know people who buy shoes maybe once every 3, 4 to 6 months, you know. So, you know, I know a variety of range, but it still affects us because we all wear shoes. We all wear tennis shoes. So, you know what I'm saying? Not even tennis shoes. We all wear boots. We wear something that goes onto our foot. We wear sandals, boots, heels, sneakers, you name it. Whatever it is, it goes on our feet and we wear it. And with this imposed tariff that they're trying to implement, it would affect all of us. All right, so like, comment, subscribe, man. If you're new to the channel, hit that notification bell, be a part of the Tune Squad, man. We're gonna get into it, man. So first, I'm reading from a website called Investopedia, all right, and they have a definition of what a tariff is. So a tariff is a tax imposed by one country on the goods and services imported from another country. Tariffs are used to restrict imports by increasing the price of goods and services purchased from another country, making it less attractive to domestic consumers. All right, so a tariff is basically a tax that they impose on goods and services that are coming into the country from a certain state or a certain country or whatever like that. So this one is being imposed on China, and a lot of our manufacturers who make shoes, a lot of their business comes from there, man. Now, have a little bit of percentage of what they were talking about as percentages as what is being made over there. You know, we have companies like Nike, Skechers, Fila. I mean, it's a lot of companies who go and have their things over there made. All right, so just to let you know, just from this article, and you guys can see it for yourself. All right, so 24% of Puma's are made in China, but 32% are made in Vietnam. Skechers USA has 65% of their goods made in China. All right, so you're talking about 65% of Skechers made in China, and you impose that tax levy, it's going to be something crazy. All right, and you know, it would take years for these guys to change their logistics and to get a lower and lower cost, because China, they've been working with these factories and they've been working through this country for so long. It's already a systematic thing, and it doesn't affect. But having to move all that stuff, you think about moving that square footage from different places, from China to, I don't know, to Vietnam or to Japan or something like that, to another country, trying to move everything that is currently in the inventory, all the raw goods, the materials and things like that, and moving it out of that country and shipping it to another country. That in itself is very costly, all right? And it can take years to do that. They have some information. They said, so Under Armour, for example, has about 18% of their goods made in China, down from 46% in 2013. So it took them 6 years to get it down to 18%. All right, and they are trying to get it down to 7% by 2023. So it's 2019. So you're talking about another 4 years to try to get it down to 7%. That's a long time. So if we're talking about a span of 10 years, dropping it from 46% to 7%. That is a long time, and that is small margins. You know what I'm saying? It takes a long time to do these things. All right. And just to give you some numbers of what we're looking at as far as consumers, as for costing goods, when we're trying, if this thing goes through and we're wanting to buy shoes, because you think about it, Nike makes a lot of their shoes in China, and what do a lot of us buy? Nikes and Jordans. All right, so that's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they have, for instance, right, a running shoe that costs $150 with this new tariff would cost $206.25. All right, a basketball sneaker that costs $130. So take, for instance, like, I don't know, the PGs or the Westbrooks or something like that, a shoe that costs $130. That price will go up to $178.74. All right, a skate canvas sneaker from $49.99 to $65.57. A hunting boot, which is $190, will increase to $248.56. So that's a regular Jordan right there. So you think about it. Our regular Jordans cost $190. So compared to this, you're talking about almost $250. That, what? $250 just for a regular general release Jordan. All right. Work boots at $140 can increase to $165.45. And firefighter boots, which are $350, can increase to $430.65. Think about that. Now we have some premium shoes like the Cause 4s or the Fear of God ones, you know, shoes like that that are $350. You're talking about increased levies up to $450. Well, $430. So we're talking about between the 30 to 40 range, from that $30 to $40 all the way up to $80 to $90. Just what a 25% increase, right? We love for it to decrease, but this purpose is an increase. All right. So you guys comment down below. You know what I'm saying? I know I threw a lot of numbers out at you guys, but like I said, I'm gonna link the link to the article down below. And we need to talk about this, man. We need to do something. We need to, I don't know what we actually need to do as a whole, as a sneaker community, but we need to try to find something and let it be known. I mean, Nike and 170 other brands have already written to Congress about how catastrophic this would be, because this will hurt a lot of them. I mean, you're still gonna have your juggernauts, Nike and Adidas, who do their thing because they're just so global. But we have smaller companies, maybe like a Vans or a Skechers or a Puma, or, you know what I'm saying, smaller brands who don't necessarily have that cachet or that prestige of, you know, being around. Well, they've been around for a long time, but they don't have that full market because they don't have the stars supporting them. Could really be hurt from these sales, because some people struggle. Some people struggle to buy shoes that are $40 or $50. So you think about a 25% increase, you're talking about from $49.99 to $65.99. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about another $25 or so increase that you got to come out of pocket for, that could have been used for something else. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got a numerous of kids and you got a large family, everybody can't have a sneaker at the same time. And so you have to plan out and strategize. Or, you know, somebody like me who, you know, I can't afford to buy every single sneaker or every single release. I have to plan and save and budget for these things. You're talking about to add another, you know, $80 to it, to something like a Jordan 11. These Jordan 11 breads. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cost $220, right? So we're talking about 25%, and we add that up. I mean, this is gonna be more. Or a Yeezy, you know what I'm saying? Or the Yeezy 700s that are $300, or the V2s that are $220. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about more money that's coming out of our pockets going towards a product that, you know, that we could have used that money for something else. And it's going to decrease a lot of sales because a lot of people are not going to be able to afford those things. So you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this discussion, man. Let me know give me some ideas of what we should do as a community, because it's not going to just affect us as sneakerheads, but it's going to affect the whole country as far as these imported goods, man. But as always, man, hope y'all are blessed, man. Hope y'all are safe, man. And you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, man. Let's spread the word. Let's get it out to people, man, because some people don't know. They don't listen to the news. They don't look at CNN. But, you know, they don't check their news feeds or anything like that. So, you know, we gotta let everybody know, man. But as always, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. And y'all stay up. And I'll holler at y'all soon, man. Toon Squad, man. We in the building. Peace.